Today we're in here again with my children's python that's right over here. He's out. He's not hiding in his hide, so I don't have to get him out of his hide. I was in here earlier today, and I'm going to make a video because I have a new philosophy. I'm going to, and a viewer, one of my few viewers pointed this out, maybe not go in with the snake hook and always pick him up that way, because then they may get used to that. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my hand in here, and I'm going to let, he's interested. He comes over to my hand, but I'm just going to leave my hand sitting and let him come up and get on me. And that way he's comfortable. And instead of me, I guess when you're always getting a reptile out, you're forcing them to do something. But we're gonna. He sees my other hand moving the camera, so he's really sensitive about that. We're just going to let him come up and smell my hand and do that over and over and over. Aim the camera down just a little bit. And my thinking is, and it makes sense, just let him get used to my hands and the smell of my hands, smelling my hand over and over and over again, and then relating that to me not hurting him or causing him stress. He'll come over to my hand, and see, there he is with his tongue. Maybe do this for a couple weeks. And just let him see my fingers and smell them like he's doing with his tongue. Very sensitive tongue that reptiles have. And not any movements. And just let him hang out and maybe come on to me instead of me coming and getting him. It's on his terms and not my terms. I've heard that before. I mean, this all just makes sense. But, when you got to sit down and think about it. And he's going back. He's retreating now back into his hide. Okay. You're probably not gonna see that because he's going back into his hide. He smelled me and decided I'm gonna go back into my hide, which is a big no thank you. Rude snake. Nope, just kidding. But I can put my hand right here, and maybe he will come out to my hand. See, he's in his hide box, or the hide rock, because he feels, what's the term? He doesn't feel safe, I guess, weary. He didn't do this earlier. But also, too, I got to get a poop out. There's a poop, one of his poops. He poops within like 2 days after he eats. It's incredibly fast. So I got to get his poop out. I'm just going to grab it with my hand. This poop is like long and skinny, and it's a brown, light tan color. Small, so it's good. I like small. It's stinky though, so we'll throw that in the garbage or outside. May go do that, and I'll come back in, and maybe he will be out again, and not just sitting in his entrance of his hide. All right, I'm back. I think this is a pretty good approach now. That with this snake, not my other ones, that I can go right up to them and bug them and pull them out without any hooks or without any tools, and I have almost zero thinking that they're not going to be happy to see me, and they're not going to let me pick them up. I mean, I'm not going to say they're happy to see me or not happy to see me, but they let me pick them up and hang out with them, and they're not defensive. So I'm just going to move this a little bit closer to him without him getting upset and striking at me. maybe move my camera a little closer. If I waved my finger right in front of him, he would bite my finger and probably wrap it, food wrap it. So I don't want that. There's a guy on YouTube that shows you, because the little ones are very quick to bite you and wrap up your finger and hold on. And with them being that small, you don't want to pull their mouths off your hand, because you could damage their pull teeth out. With them being young, you don't want to do that. They're a little more fragile. But this one's older than just a very, very young snake. So this one's probably under a year, somewhere close to that is my guess. And the pet store that I got him from, that's their guess. I went back and talked to them, and that's what they said. But they couldn't. They said he was too young to sex. Maybe that's an excuse. Maybe you can sex young ones. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in a hurry to get him sexed, because obviously that'll induce a lot of stress in him, and obviously he gets very stressed with people, and we don't want to do that. I want to make it very simple. So he's not being super interested in my hand at the moment, which is okay. See, like he likes to come out and watch. But if he doesn't come out and smell my hand and maybe climb on me, I'm not going to make this a long video. Maybe I'll catch him another day, and when he's out, and I'll get more interaction with this snake. He or she, whatever the snake turns out to be, will be good. I think it's a female, but it very well could be a male. The only way you can tell is to probe them or do the popping method that they say, which sounds kind of harsh, but that's how a lot of people do it. But thanks for tuning in to my video. Check back if you're interested in my snakes and lizards, and more specifically, if you're just into this children's python. This is what this is. I've made now maybe 5 videos. If you're tuning back in to check out the content on him specifically, thank you. And a viewer that commented that I should probably use less snake hook and more of my hand. Yeah, I agree. You're right. And this is what I'm going to do going forward. Except when I'm trying to like really pull him out and he's not being cooperative, and I need to get him out for some reason, then I may use the snake hook just to make it less stressful on him. But I'm going to definitely try to get him used to my hand, and I think this is the best way to do it, is let him come to my hand on his terms, and then maybe he'll start climbing on me from there. And he exhibited that behavior this morning, but I didn't have my camera, so I'm going to try to have my camera turned on and record more videos of this little guy. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, and check me out on the next video. Bye-bye.